definition. What is inside social sciences? Let's move. So, number 1, what is social science? So, as we define, it is the study of society and the manner in which people behave and influence the world around us. Second definition we have, social science is about studying, learning, and knowing about people in different facets of their lives. So, usually, social science deals with human behavior. Bakit siya nagdi-deal sa human behavior? It is because you are going to talk about paano ba nabuo yung buhay. Saan ba tayo nanggaling? Okay? So, it talks about our human behavior. It talks about how are we going to think. Right? It talks about psychology. It talks about counseling. It talks about communication. Right? Next, and it also usually solve many of the world issues. So, ano ba yung sinosolve na issue ni social science? So, for example, violent crime, cybersecurity, pwede rin naman mag-solve ng problem, yung own problem. So, papasok dun si counseling. And, mostly, social science is educating people. Social science is also a collection of academic discipline that are all intended to investigate the experiences of the human. So, katulad nga ng nabanggit ko kanina, sa social science, dun pinag-aaralan, paano ba nabuo ang buhay? Like, dun pumapasok si anthropology, na pag-uusapan rin natin later on. And social science also provides safety nets for those who needs society's help. So, dito naman pumapasok yung mga social worker. Now, let's talk about what are the major fields in the social sciences. So, number 1, we have the anthropology. What is anthropology? The study of human beings in all aspects of existence. So, anthropology is the study of what makes us human. So, yung anthropology, pumapasok din si archaeology. So, pumapasok din sa anthropology yung linguistic anthropology, biological anthropology. So, dun sa mga bagay na yon, doon pinag-aaralan. For example, yung sa archaeology. So, archaeologists study human culture by analyzing the objects people have made. Ano ba yung mga nagawa nilang mga bagay-bagay noon? Paano ba sila nakasurvive using those objects? And next, we have also biological anthropology, wherein they seek to understand how humans adapt to different environment. So, noong mga panahon na yon, tinitignan nila ano ba yung mga naging diseases ng mga dating tao, ano ba yung mga dahilan ng pagkamatay nila, and how humans evolved from other animals. And we also have cultural anthropology. So, cultural anthropology, how people in different places live and understand the world around them. Of course, no, noong unang panahon, may iba't ibang kultura na tayo. So, pinag-aralan ng anthropologist kung paano ba nakasurvive yung tao using different culture. And last one, we have the linguistic anthropology. So, they study the ways how people communicate across the globe. Next one, we have the communication studies. Communication studies is the study of how man makes use of symbols and associates meaning to these symbols to enable him to communicate. When it comes to communication studies, napakarami rin niyang field. So, dito pumapasok rin yung mass communication, journalism, public relations, marketing, media, speech, drama, theater, and performance studies. So, sa communication studies, isa siyang academic discipline wherein they called it sometimes communicology. It relates to all the ways we communicate. So it embraces a large body of study and knowledge. Bakit it embraces a large body of study and knowledge? Because it involves verbal and non-verbal messages. Next one, we have economics. So economics is the branch of knowledge concerned with the production, consumption, and transfer of wealth. So basically, economics is the study of supply and demand when it comes to our society. Kung ano ba yung kulang, kung ano ba yung kailangan na dagdagan. So, dito pumapasok si economics. Next, si education. Education is the branch that deals with teaching. So, I think no need to elaborate with this one. Alam niyo na kung ano si education. So, sa mga future educator, dito sila magfo-fall sa education. Next, history. It is the branch that records and explains past events in human societies. So, si history, siya lang ang nagre-record kung ano ba yung nangyari. Pero, si anthropology, pinag-aaralan niya kung bakit nangyari or kung paano nangyari. Okay? And we also have law. Law is the study of the rules, standards made by a governing body to promote order. So, katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, di ba? Social science can solve many of the world issues. Kaya si law under siya sa social science because it will make, paano ba yon? It promotes order, right? So kung walang rules, kung walang order, walang kaayusan na magaganap. Next one, we have the linguistics. It is the branch that studies the cognitive and social basis of human language. So, linguistics is the study of language. So, linguistics are concerned with the number of particular questions about the nature of language. So, ano ba yung mga questions na yon? How does language change over time? What properties do all human language have in common? How do languages differ? Parang, so, ganun ang pinag-aaralan ng mga sa linguistics. So, the part of linguistics that is concerned with the structure of language is divided into number of subfields. Ano ba yung mga subfields na yon? Merong phonetics. So, yung phonetics, yung speech or sound. Phonology. The study of speech sounds in their cognitive aspects. Morphology, the study of the formation of words. Paano mo ba nabubuo yung words? Syntax, formation of sentence. Semantics, the study of meaning. And last one, pragmatics, the study of language use. So, si linguistics, umiikot lang siya sa language. Doon lang po siya. Next, we have political science. Is the branch that delves into the study of politics and political systems. So, para sa mga gusto mag-lawyer dyan, you can take this one, political science, because you are already, you are going to tackle more about politics and the political system ng meron sa isang bansa. And we also have psychology. What is psychology? It is the branch that studies human behavior and mental processes. So, paano ba yon? Ano ba ang dahilan? Bakit kaya nangyari yon? Or, bakit kaya niya naisip yon? Right? So, there is always a reason kung bakit ganun yung ugali ng isang tao. So, that is psychology. Last one, we have sociology. It is the branch that systematically studies societies and social actions. So, si sociology, para rin siyang social science. Kaya nga siya under sa social science because you are going to tackle systematically kung ano ba yung nangyayari sa society mo and yung mga social actions na meron sa society yung ginagalawan mo. Now, we are going to move what is applied social science. Applied social science is the study that uses the knowledge-based theories principles and methods of interdisciplinary disciplines of basic social science to understand the society and to help address or solve a social problem or a practical problem in society. Kaya nga po siya applied because you are going to make a move, right? So, ano-ano ba yung nasa applied social science? Katulad nga na nabanggit ko, nandito si counseling, nandito si social work. So, in applied social science, theory and practice are already combined because you are already making a move. Okay? So, pinapractice mo na kung ano yung napag-aralan mo, ginagawa mo na sa society mo, or gagawin mo na para sa society mo, para sa job mo, or para sa mga taong nakapaligid sa'yo. So, now we are going to talk about the majors in the field of applied social science. So, number 1, we have the crime and criminal justice. So, for the crime and criminal justice, yun, ulitin ko lang sa mga gusto mag-lawyer dyan. So, dito rin mag-fall si political science. So, it is the study of the criminal justice system that exists in a particular local. So, example is the country or state and focuses on its legal character and political nature. So, bakit siya kasali sa applied social science? It is because kapag nasa crime and criminal justice section ka, anong ginagawa mo? You are already having the trial, you are already investigating, or in short, you are making a move, right? So, may ginagawa ka. So, hindi mo lang siya pinag-aaralan, hindi ka lang nakaupo doon at pinag-aaralan mo. So, you are already investigating. You are already collecting data, and yun nga, pwede rin siyang pumasok na sa mga trial. Kaya siya sa applied social science. Next, we have social work. Social work practice involves the understanding of human development, behavior, and the social, economic, and cultural institutions and interactions. So, sa social work, kung mapapansin ninyo, one of the best example here in the Philippines is yung DSWD. So, mostly, lahat ng mga social worker, napupunta sila or nag-work sila sa DSWD. Bakit? Kasi nga, ang sabi dito, it is the understanding of human development, behavior, and the social, economic, and cultural institution. So, ano bang nangyayari kapag underage yung isang bata na nakakommit ng crime? Saan sila dinadala? Hindi naman sa kulungan, right? So, mostly kinukuha sila ng DSWD or sa mga bata na na-abuse, whether it is sexually abuse or physically abuse, sinong kumukuha sa kanila? DSWD. And social workers are handling them because they need to understand, they need to study. Okay? Ano ba yung nangyari? What are the behavior involved? What can they do to develop? And ano ba yung society? Ano ba yung society na ginagalawan ng bata? The social and social, economic, and cultural environment ng bata, pag-aaralan or i-observe or i-investigate ni social worker. And then, after doing that, doon napapasok yung intervention. Ano ba ang maaaring gawin sa bata? Okay? So, paano kaya natin mai-improve yung bata? Okay? So, pwede rin pong pumasok doon si counseling, which is the third one. Counseling is the area that prepares the individual to provide psychological counseling and the therapeutic interventions who are experiencing psychological problems. So, social work and counseling are merely connected. Kasi nga katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, pagkatapos mag-investigate, gagawa ng intervention. So, one intervention here is the counseling because you are preparing the child. You are preparing the human into psychologically healthy environment. So, you need to prepare bago mo sila ilabas ulit sa harsh world, right? So, especially kung sexually abused or physically abused, nagkakaroon niya ng mga trauma. So, there is a psychological problem. So, example lang naman yon. So, marami pa namang iba. And lastly, we have the communication. This is the study includes oral and written abilities and communication through the use of mass media. So for this, we are not going to tackle for this subject because you have the separate subject which is oral communication. So oral communication is part of the applied social science. Bakit? Bakit? Kasi nga, you are already communicating through the use of mass media. So, papasok na dun si public speaking, papasok na dyan yung mga, yung declamation, ano pa ba? Pwede rin dyan yung poem reading. So, marami ka nang magagawa or marami ka nang gagawin. Wherein, you are already developing your public speaking, di ba? Most of you, sinabi nila, they want to develop their confidence. They want to develop their public speaking. So now, it's your time to shine. You are going to wait for your separate subject for oral communication. And I hope you are going to enjoy it. There is a quotation from Nassim Nicholas Taleb, wherein he said, social science means inventing a certain brand of humans we can understand. Kaya nga po tayo nag-aaral ng social science. Kaya tayo merong social science. Because we need to create or we want to create a human we can understand. Or we are having social science because we want to understand humans around us. And that's it for our lesson number 1. I'll see you again for our next lesson. Have a good day!